Trundle is one of the best champions to climb with in League of Legends, and here is why I think so. Reason number 1. Trundle is a really simplistic champion. He isn't mechanically demanding, but you can definitely do some outplays with him, with his pillar, ultimate and flash. I personally feel like Trundle's ultimate especially is a very strong ability and is often underestimated. Many people who don't play Trundle very often fall victim to his ultimate because, especially in lower elos, a lot of people don't know that it deals damage or that it can be casted from range. This makes it a very good ability to surprise your opponents and sometimes even finish them off. Trundle's ultimate is basically like Ignite. Like Ignite, Trundle's ultimate is also point and click, so if you flash and use your ultimate on someone to secure a bounty, it is basically unavoidable, barring spell shields and of course the enemy getting out of range. Reason number 2. Adding to the previous reason, because Trundle is so simplistic, playing him basically forces you to learn to play League of Legends in itself, rather than learning to play a really complicated champion. Let's take Akali or Irelia for example. Both of these champions have a lot of complicated combos to do, and their learning curve is more steep. This means that rather than focusing on the fundamentals of the game, you are focusing on the champions you are playing. Now, of course, you could argue that you can just learn to be really good at Akali and climb that way, but if your macro and fundamentals suck, then it's going to show sooner or later. Because of Trundle's design, he heavily rewards correct macro play and laning, and oftentimes, if you do these correctly, you can just stat check a lot of champions. Sometimes it's good to practice discipline and limit yourself to only a couple of champions. If you play too many champions, you will never end up getting actually good at any of them. This is why I feel like Trundle is a very good choice for long-term improvement, and why I've decided to one-trick him, because I want to get better at the game and not at a specific champion that I'm playing. Reason number 3. Runes. Trundle is a very good user of fleet footwork, and I regret finding this out only now. I used to use Press the Attack and Conqueror in the past, but ever since I changed to Fleet Footwork, I have been steadily climbing, and it's a fantastic feeling. Fleet Footwork synergizes extremely well with Trundle because of the movement speed that it gives you. The movement speed that Fleet Footwork gives you also stacks with Trundle's W, making you really fast. On top of that, the rune also heals you, sometimes for insane amounts. I've been in many games where Fleet Footwork has healed me for thousands of HP. Reason number 4. Trundle is not a meta champion. Meta, by its definition, is a generally agreed upon strategy by the community. In League's case, meta champions are the ones that are holding the highest win rates because of a recent buff or them simply being very strong at the moment. Trundle has never really been there, and this is one of the many reasons why playing Trundle forces conscious thinking during the game. Even before the game, when you are in champion select, you should be optimizing your runes. Are you against Vayne? Take Second Wind. Are you against Darius? Maybe Bone Plating would be better. Reason number 5. Trundle is a very good split pusher, and split pushing is a thriving strategy in a solo queue environment. When playing as a solo laner, you have a lot more freedom with your actions, and sometimes if a game is chaotic enough, you can just split push to the enemy nexus and end the game by yourself. Conclusion. Rather than learning a really complicated champion, playing Trundle forces you to learn to play League of Legends at its core. Playing Trundle forces you to think about the fundamentals of the game, playing efficiently, having efficient recalls, itemizing efficiently, having a plan, and thinking ahead. His simplicity gives room for your thoughts to breathe and focus on important decision making during the game.